Hello students, welcome to the class. Today our topic is polymers. So what is meant by polymer? So what is meant by polymerization process? Polymerization process. So polymer is the large molecule. Polymer is a big molecule which is formed by the association of large number of small molecules. Small polymer is a big molecule, large molecule formed by the association of large number of small molecules. These are called the polymers. The process in which this polymerization takes, the process in which the addition of small units are combining are known as the polymerization process. The process how these small units are combining are known as the polymerization process. First, we have to discuss about the classification of polymers. There are several types of polymers classifications are there. One of the classification is based on the source. Based on source, polymers are of three types: natural polymers, synthetic polymers, semi-synthetic polymers. Natural polymers are obtained from natural sources. Synthetic polymers are man-made. Semi-synthetic polymers are the polymers which are obtained by some reactions to natural polymers. Examples are natural polymers: cotton. Synthetic polymers example: nylon rubbers, nylon 66. Semi-synthetic polymers: cellulose nitrate, these are the examples for different types of polymers. Next type of polymers, next type of classification is based on the structure. Based on structures, polymers are again of three types: linear polymers, branch chain polymers, cross-linked polymers. In linear polymers, we can see the straight chain of polymers. In branched polymers, the straight chain of polymeric chain contains branches like this. In cross-linked polymers, straight chains are interlocked like this. So these are the three types of polymers based on the structure: linear polymers, branch chain polymers, and cross-linked polymers. Next type of polymers are mode of polymerization. Based on mode of polymerization. Based on the mode of polymerization, polymers are of two types: addition polymers, condensation polymers. Addition polymers examples: PVC, polythene. These are the addition polymers. Condensation polymers examples: nylon 66, Dacron. All these are the condensation polymers. We will look at what is condensation polymers, what is addition polymers. Again, first look at the classification. This is based on the mode of polymerization, third type of classification. Next classification is based on the molecular forces. Fourth type of classification is based on molecular forces. Based on molecular forces, polymers are of four types: elastomers, fibers, thermoplastic polymers, thermosetting polymers. So these are the four types of polymers: elastomers, fibers, thermoplastic polymers, and thermosetting polymers. This is another type of classification. Next type of classification is based on polarity. Based on polarity, polymers are of two types: cationic polymers and anionic polymers. This is fourth type of classification. Next, another classification is based on heat treatment. Based on heat treatment, polymers are of two types: thermosetting and thermoplastic. Thermosetting, and another one is thermoplastic. So what is this thermosetting polymers? Polymers which become hard on heating are called thermosetting polymers. Polymers which become soft and melt down are called thermoplastic polymers. These thermosetting polymers are never going to melt down, and they become hard and hard when you continuously heat. These thermoplastic polymers become melted down on heating. This is another type of classification, and another classification is organic polymers and inorganic polymers. So this is about different types of classification. Now look at classification. Now look at about addition polymers and condensation polymers. What is addition polymers? What is condensation polymers? And their examples, all those things. Before going to that one, we will look at some of the terminology which we have to see in this process. Monomers. Monomers means a polymer is formed by linkage of large number of small molecules. Large number of small molecules. Each small molecule is called a monomer. Each small part is called a monomer. So a polymer contains large number of small parts. Each part is called as monomer. If the polymer is formed by the addition of large number of small parts, that polymer is called homomer. Suppose the monomer is A. If this polymer is formed by the addition of A units only A units combination giving a polymer, then such kind of polymer is called as homomer. Okay. Next, another type of polymers are copolymers. Another type of polymers are copolymers. What are these copolymers? In case of copolymers, that polymer is formed by different units. Suppose A, B, C are three different units. All these three combinedly forming a polymer. And the polymer is ABC. This ABC units repeat like this. Okay. So now these ABC units, here in this polymer we have A, we have B, we have C, like that. If this polymer is formed by different monomeric units, then this polymer is called the copolymer. So homopolymer is formed by only one kind of units. Copolymer is formed by different kinds of monomeric units. Each unit is called monomer. A is called a monomer, B is called a monomer, C is called a monomer. So this is about so this diagrams have to be remembered. Next, look at the addition polymerization. Addition polymerization. Also known as chain growth polymerization. Addition polymerization or chain growth polymerization. What is this addition polymerization and chain growth polymerization? An addition polymer is formed simply by adding the monomeric units. So this is an ethylene. CH2 double bond, CH2 is a ethylene. You take another ethylene molecule, CH2 double bond, CH2. When these monomeric units are connected, we will get a large molecule. This is that large molecule. In this polymer, how many ethylene molecules are there? N number of ethylene molecules are there. So this is polyethylene. This is ethylene. And that one is polyethylene. This is simply here what we are observing, simply molecules adding to one another. Simply adding the monomeric units takes place. Each one is a monomer. So you have to take n number of units. N number of ethylene molecule will give you polyethylene. So this is addition polymerization. Second one is condensation polymerization. In condensation polymerization, different kinds of monomeric units are connected. Different kinds of monomeric units are connected. So we will take another example. hexamethyldiamine and adipic acid. This is hexamethyldiamine and this one is adipic acid. You have to remember the monomeric units name. In this chapter, the main thing is you have to remember the monomeric units name. So they will ask you the monomers in. They will give you some polymer name and they will ask you monomeric units. So now what happens? All these molecules going to connect. From here OH will be eliminated. From here OH will be eliminated. From here one of the hydrogen will be eliminated. From here one of the hydrogen will go loose. Write down the remaining part NH, CH2, 6 times NH, CO, CH2, 4 times CO. Again this part will repeats. How many times? N times. This is a polymer. This one is called nylon 6,6. In exams, what they are going to ask, what are the monomeric units present in nylon 6,6? So then you have to say hexamethyldiamine and adipic acid. So now look at when hexamethyldiamine and adipic acid are collecting, what you are observing, some molecules are eliminating. So OH means which one is eliminating? Water is eliminated. So the polymerization process in which water, carbon dioxide, ammonia, alcohol are eliminated are called the condensation polymerization process. Polymerization process in which water, alcohol, HCl, ammonia are eliminated are called the condensation polymerization process. Okay, this is about addition polymerization, this is about condensation polymerization process. So, in condensation polymers, which thing you are observing? Suppose you take this one is A monomer, this one is B monomer. These two are connected to form a AB polymer. Here two monomeric units are present. If two monomeric units are present, such kind of polymers are known as copolymers. Condensation polymers are copolymers. Okay. Then again look at when this condensation polymerization will take place. This condensation polymerization takes place when two functional groups are present. Whether these two functional groups are same or different. If two functional groups are present, then you can expect condensation polymerization process. Okay. So this is about condensation polymerization and addition polymerization. Now we have to look at the mechanism of this condensation, mechanism of this polymerization process. Basing on the mechanism, polymerization is of three types. Number one, cationic polymerization. Number 2, anionic polymerization. Number 3, free radical polymerization. Look at this cationic polymerization. This cationic polymerization process involves 3 steps: chain initiation, chain propagation, chain termination. In cationic polymerization, chain initiators are Lewis acids. Chain initiators are Lewis acids. Examples for chain initiators: BF3, AlCl3, like those things. Which kind of monomers will form this cationic polymerization? Okay, which kind of monomers will give you cationic polymers? Monomers are unsaturated molecules which contains electron donating groups. Unsaturated hydrocarbons with electron donating groups. Unsaturated hydrocarbons with electron donating groups. So these are the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons which contains either double bonds or triple bonds are unsaturated hydrocarbons. When these unsaturated hydrocarbons are bonded with electron donating groups, then they involved in cationic polymerization process. Remember these 2 points. One is, for cationic polymerization you need Lewis acids. The second one is, for cationic polymerization you need an unsaturated hydrocarbon which is bonded with electron donating groups. Okay. Next, anionic polymerization process. This anionic polymerization process will take place in 2 steps: chain initiation and chain propagation. Chain termination step is absent in anionic polymerization. Here the chain initiators are sodamine, sodium in liquid ammonia, you will get sodamine. N-butyl lithium, these 2 are the chain initiators. And which monomers undergoes anionic polymerization? Unsaturated groups bonded by unsaturated groups bonded by electron releasing groups, electron withdrawing groups. Electron withdrawing groups. Suppose you take this one CH2 double bond CH. When this one is bonded to benzene ring, electron withdrawing group is benzene in cyanide, they undergoes anionic polymerization. So these two are, this part is, this is electron withdrawing group. When electron withdrawing group is present, then anionic polymerization may take place. It is not compulsory, may take place. Next, look at the free radical polymerization. In this free radical polymerization, chain initiators are peroxides. Chain initiators are peroxides, like benzoyl peroxide. Next, which molecules undergoes free radical polymerization? Unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons generally involves in free radical polymerization. So this is about polymerization. Three types of polymerization is there. Basing on the mechanism, polymerization is of three types: cationic polymerization, anionic polymerization, free radical polymerization. In cationic polymerization, chain initiation step, Lewis acids are involved. The monomers are unsaturated compound with electron donating group. This is electron donating group. Anionic polymerization will complete in two steps: chain initiation, chain propagation. The chain initiators are sodium or N-butyl lithium. Which groups, which are monomers, nature of monomers? Unsaturated compounds with electron withdrawing groups, like this one and this one. Free radical polymerization takes place in presence of peroxides, and the molecules which easily involved free radical polymerization are unsaturated compounds. So this is the polymerization process and the different types of polymerization, all those things. Okay. Tomorrow we will look at the different types of polymers and their monomeric units. You practice all these things for today and complete your MCQ questions also. For this class, this is enough. We will look at in the next class. Thank you.